Hey, Cam here, and this is going to be different than any video you've ever watched. Yeah, it's going to be really fresh because I'm not going to spend the whole video bragging about income, talking about how awesome my life is under a thinly veiled guise of helping you. There's not going to be any rented supercars, no crazy high production drone shots of paradise, no fancy pants mansions in the Hollywood Hills. Actually, to be honest, if I had a supercar, I might show it off a little bit. But alas, I do not. I drive a used Dodge Caravan, nothing to show off there. I own a normal house in a less than desirable neighborhood. I have questionable hygiene and wear thrift store clothes. Not exactly what you'd expect from a big fancy internet guru, right? Well, I learned a long time ago. My life is infinitely better just being honest with people. So that's what I do. Anyways, right about now, you might be wondering, why the hell am I listening to this white trash douchebag? What could this dumb hick from the ghetto possibly teach me? Well, look, there is something about me that is probably a little different than most of you. Okay, I work for myself, and yes, that is a picture of Angus Young from AC/DC. I just really like that band. I also support a family of 4 working for myself, and my wife doesn't have to work. And I know I said I own a house in a less than desirable neighborhood, which is all true, but I also rent an office downtown in said neighborhood. I'm actually on the 3rd floor. My office is right over there. Oh, and I have made over $100,000 on the internet in the last couple of years. Pretty cool. I'm not bragging about it. I want you to know I'm not wasting your time. All right, that's it. Although I'm a normal guy, you guys, probably not much different than you guys out there. The one difference is I make my living working online for myself. And that might make me a little different from you, no matter what I look like. If you are out there right now and you'd like me to tell you exactly what I do to make money online, you're in luck, because I'm going to show you right here in this video. But before I do, let's get one thing straight. 99% of the courses that you have bought out there are crap. They are taught by newbies who haven't done it, or by gurus who don't care if you succeed. You've been overcharged and you've been underdelivered on. You might not be willing to admit it, but stop and think for a second. What have they done for you? Nothing. Most times, you can't even get a reply to a simple customer support email. And honestly, until you're willing to admit that, you'll never be able to move on to a real business model that actually works. To succeed online, you need 3 things and 3 things only. A bunch of people who care about what you have to say, a product or a service, and a way to sell it to those people, right? Anything more than that, and it starts getting a little complicated and extremely easy to mess up. I wish I could say I didn't speak from experience on that one, but I do. That simple 3-step system is all you need to generate a full-time living online. See, I have been launching products and running simple membership sites for several years now, and I've made a lot of money doing it. Some of my products have even earned awards for being so good. All of it was based off this simple 3-step system. Find a bunch of people who care about what you have to say on a specific topic, create a product or a service, and sell it to those people. Now, I've gotten pretty good at this little system, if I do say so myself. Not trying to pat myself on the back, but I'm just being honest. However, a few months ago, something shook me to the core. I mean, it really got me. It caused me to stop launching products and take a step back to reevaluate what I was doing. See, I was just coming off my most successful product launch to date. It was called Free Funnels, and it generated over $17,000 in like a week or 2. It was ridiculous. And I thought I had really perfected every single aspect of my craft, right? So I decided to do a case study product about launching products, right? I wanted to actually show people what I did, right? I called it Launch Levels, Volume 1, and I felt like coming 4 weeks after my most successful launch ever, this can't lose. I was going to actually show people the whole process of what I do so they can repeat it exactly. I sold over 1,000 copies of Free Funnels. This was going to sell over 2,000 copies. I had the perfect formula. It was locked down. Right? Wrong. Launch Levels Volume 1 sold 186 units. It was, for all intents and purposes, a commercial failure. I was devastated, man. Not because the product failed, but because I didn't understand why it failed. The whole thing was confusing to me. I hated not understanding. It felt too unpredictable. Sustainable online businesses aren't based on things that are unpredictable. To be honest, it kind of scared me. I had to do some real soul searching, ask my closest peers for honest feedback, and take a couple months off. And you know what I figured out? The perception and the truth is this. Launching digital products successfully is hard. As a result, people see it as hard. I didn't make it look easy on my sales page, and people were not interested in something that was too hard for them to do. Now I know that simple three-step process I told you about works amazingly well. I have used it over and over again to create wealth. But what I didn't realize was that the further away I got from being a newbie, the harder it was for me to relate to what it was like to be a newbie. So I threw out my entire process, man, and I started over. This time I asked the newbies questions. Instead of talking, I listened. And you told me everything that was wrong with creating and selling digital products. How it was too hard to come up with original and unique product ideas. How it was incredibly difficult to stay focused on the project. How it was hard to figure out if people would even like or buy what you spent so much time on. How perfectionism was stalling you out and keeping you from moving forward. How the technical aspect of everything was holding you back. How not having an email list makes you feel like it's impossible to even do it. Or even why the simple aspect of just plain not knowing how or where to start completely paralyzes you and leaves you stranded in no money land. I needed to solve all those problems for you. It's not good enough to show you what I did with a case study if it's too damn hard for you to do. I needed to create the layman's guide to making money on the internet. No, I needed to create the white trash guide to producing wealth on the internet. So I did. Cloud Money, a white trash guide to producing wealth on the internet. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't fancy. It wasn't hypey. It was a simple, straightforward system that worked. It takes you by the hand and walks you through 8 simple steps to producing profitable digital assets. How to get started the right way is in there. How to make sure you are creating something people want to buy is in there. How to create it fast and make it awesome is in there. How to deliver the product in a special way that's going to produce highly engaged return customers is in there. How to create simple yet devastatingly effective sales funnels is in there. How to create super easy sales copy quickly that crushes it is in there. And the technical stuff, I got you covered. You get to watch me doing all of it. It's in there. And not only that, in Cloud Money, I actually do it from my downtown library with a cheap Chromebook that has no hard drive. Seriously, most of you probably have a much better situation than that. I did it because I wanted to show you what was possible. You don't need a fancy office or expensive equipment to make your online dream happen. You just need a little determination and a solid proven path. Cloud Money, a white trash guide to producing wealth on the internet, is that path. We are talking about a course that was created from the ground up with a complete newbie in mind. It is assumed that you have no technical knowledge, no list, no audience, no experience, no knowledge of product creation, no nothing. We are going to start from chapter 1, we are going to go to chapter 8, and when we are done, you are going to have a digital asset that can make you money. More importantly, you'll have it set up to receive money. You'll know exactly where and how to get people to buy it. And I will have walked you through on how to set the whole thing up so you can do it over and over again. In fact, I want to make a couple promises to you right now before you get inside Cloud Money. Promise number 1. I'm not going to get all technical with you. Anything that even smells like technical, and I'm just going to show you what to do. Promise number 2. I'm not going to force you to buy anything else to make this work. Everything you need is right here inside Cloud Money. And promise number 3, I am going to show you everything you need to start earning money on the internet inside this course. I repeat, I am going to show you everything you need to start earning money on the internet inside this course. So now I have a pretty serious question for you. Are you ready to cut a path through the sleaziness of the IM game? The fake cars, houses, models, lives, and constant bragging? I'm being serious here, man, because all that stuff is about 95% fantasy. The truth is, most of that stuff is either fantasy for the people selling it to, or it took them a long time to achieve. So, how could you ever expect it to be something that would be true for you or me? If you're finally ready to step away from the BS and build a real business that you can actually be proud of, then you're in the right place, my friend. You are going to get everything you need to succeed right here in Cloud Money. And if you take action on this thing, you'll never have to worry about buying another overpriced, let me show you inside my PayPal account product again. I also offer a very special guarantee on everything I do. Use the methods taught within the product for 30 days. If you do not get results as taught, contact me for a full refund. Not because I have to. My products are awesome and they work, so I don't need to worry about that. I do it because I know one of the main problems people face out there is execution. I want you to win. For you to win, you need to take action. The guarantee policy helps. On top of that, all my payments are processed through PayPal, so you're 100% protected by them as well. So now we stand at a crossroads. You have two choices. You can either continue your search and keep getting taken advantage of by theory pushers and gurus all day, or you can join forces with someone who really does it and has been honest with you every step of the way. Someone with a process to get you from where you are now to where you want to be. The choice is yours. My advice is, if you are already doing something right now, see that through to the end. When you figure out it's worthless and you don't see any results, come on back. And if you're not quite through believing in the fantasy, buy a few more products, then come on back. But if you're finally ready to take things to the next level and partner with a real businessman who does this every day for a living and start building a legitimate business that actually makes you money, then click the buy button below and let's get started. And if you buy within my launch week promotion, you're going to get this for less than 10 bucks. Over the course of a year, that's less than 3 cents a day. Would you be willing to pay 3 cents a day to potentially change your life forever? I would, and have. The point here is that you can spend a very small amount of money with no risk on your part to see if this business model is right for you. Or you can save your 10 bucks for a rainy day and a meaningful trip to McDonald's. Now let's say everything I said here was wrong, and the entire model I have created fails epically with you making nothing at all, right? Couldn't you still get your money back in 30 days along with a case study of your experience? A case study that you could put on a blog to get you traffic or on a YouTube channel to earn you money with a monetized video? Of course you could. How do I know that? Because I have a blog and a YouTube channel with over almost 16,000 subscribers. That's how I know that. You could do that, but you're not going to have to do that. Okay? Honestly, wouldn't the small amount of money you pay for this course be worth it just to figure out how to create highly engaged products quickly? Or how to find just the right people to sell them to? Or a detailed walkthrough on all the technical stuff involved? Or even just picking up 1 or 2 new tips or strategies that can pivot your business to an even higher level? Consider Instagram for a minute. Instagram began as Bourbon, a check-in app that included a lot of features, including gaming elements, right? The creators worried that Bourbon had too much clutter, aka features, bells, and whistles, and would never gain traction. So they took a risk, and they stripped all the features but one, photos. They rebuilt a version of the app that focused solely on photography. It was clean and simple, and clearly it paid off. But the point of that story is this, you guys. They took a risk and pivoted their business model. On top of that, they took a lot of what they were doing and simplified it by stripping the excess away. If Cloud Money provided you just 1 or 2 tips that would give you the knowledge to pivot your business like Instagram did, wouldn't that be worth a small investment? We both know the answer is yes. Even if everything I said is wrong, which it's not, you're going to get a 30-day case study out of this that you can monetize and use to slander my good name. Now let's think about this logically for a second. Do you really think I would actually tell you how to create a case study that you could use against me to make money if my stuff didn't work for you? I'm honest, but I'm not an idiot. The truth is, I want you to win. The more people who win using my products help me. Alright? Word of mouth is very powerful, especially online. It benefits us both if you succeed. And just so you know, this isn't some 10-page ebook with a bunch of outdated Mickey Mouse pictures and arrows. You'll get a full series of video training, along with a detailed mind map and a downloadable copy of everything. That's right, everything. Buy the ticket, take the ride. Click the buy button below, and let's do this.